Okay, so wouldn't you want to know how to express love to those you care for and how to know when they are expressing love to you and really communicate better, whether it's your kids, maybe it's a love interest, maybe it's your friends, family, even coworkers. You know, love and appreciation is a very broad subject. So what I want to do is I want to share with you the five love languages, what they mean, how they came about, and how we know what they are and how to understand if someone's speaking that language. Okay, so five love languages were invented, I guess, coined by Dr. Gary Chapman. And there's a book called Five Love Languages, which you can read about it. And basically, the five love languages talk about how we express love and how we feel someone is expressing love to us. The point of that is knowing what the languages are and knowing what our primary languages are, because then we know if someone's expressing love in that language, we feel loved. However, if someone's expressing love in a different language, we might not feel loved, even though they are trying to tell us that they do. So it's like they speak in another language. It's like one person speaking English, another speaking Chinese, or one person speaking Hindi, another person speaking Spanish, for example. Okay, so it's that. And so there are five love languages, and within those love languages, you also have subcategories of how they are expressed. Let me explain that to you. Let me just take it step by step. So the five love languages are, excuse me, physical touch, words of affirmation, gifts, acts of service, and what's the final one, the fifth one? Okay, and time, and spending time, token of time, right? Giving the time. So it's fun remembering those. Okay, so let me take them from the top. So the language that is one of the top languages, and actually it's my primary language, is physical touch. Physical touch means that you feel love expressed by someone physically holding you, touching you, stroking you, patting you. It could be lovemaking, etc. Right? For kids, it's like a hug, for example, or for older kids, it's a pat in the back, on the back. It's sitting with someone, cuddling with them, etc. That's physical touch. Then the second love language is words of affirmation, meaning that you say to someone, you are so great at this. I love how you're doing this. Thank you so much for doing this. Or, oh my God, you've learned this thing so quickly. That's amazing. So it's hearing words that mean you're affirming that they are amazing, that they are great, that they are super at something, or even just sharing, oh my God, you did this, and you put so much effort into it. It's the words. It's not praising someone for something that they didn't do. It's just using words to express that you've noticed that they're doing something. The next thing is, so we talked about the physical touch, or physical touch, words of affirmation, acts of service. Acts of service might be, I'll cut up an apple for you because I know you really love your apple and I really love it cut up. Or I'll come and rub your feet because I really know that you love that. Or I will make you your favorite dinner because I know that this is something great for you. Or I will plan a great day for us because I know that you love someone to dedicate some time to planning for you. It's doing something for someone, okay? It can be with them, but it could be for someone. Usually like, your favorite meal, or preparing something for you that you know you're gonna love, or giving you a space to do something, or buying a book for you, for example, right? Because this is a service that person will appreciate. The next one to add to that is gifts, giving gifts. Now that could be that book, buying that book for someone, and that is also an act of service because you went out of your way and did that. But it's also a gift, right? A gift could be that you make something for someone. You don't necessarily have to buy it, so it doesn't have to be expensive. It could be that the gift could be that you made someone something. It could be that you bought it, but it could be that you made it. The gift could be spending time and preparing something for them, like a mixtape, for example. Okay, that's also you spending time doing it, but it's also giving them a gift. And the final thing is the time that you spend with someone. So it's giving the time to them. So time and attention. Okay, I forget how the language is called, but it's basically giving time and attention. And that means you actually physically spend time with someone doing something. So they might feel loved when you are paying attention to them, having a conversation with them, go for a walk with them, go to the cinema together, spend vacation together, listen to them share about something and talk about their day, etc., etc. Okay, so as you can see, the 5 categories are very specific, but within them, the way we express is very different. So physical touch for me will be someone hugging me, will be someone giving me, you know, like a cuddle, like I'm giving myself now. And for my child, that might be too much, but they might still express love by physical touch, by doing a hug every now and then, by giving a kiss goodnight, by for a teenager, it might be, you know, a teenage boy, for example, it might be, well done, that's great. You know, for someone, it might be ruffling their hair a bit. Everyone has that language spoken with a different dialect. So think about it like that. It's like dialects, like accents. Okay, we all speak the physical touch language, but the dialect is different. And it's knowing that as well. That's very, very important. So if your kids are primarily receivers of time spent together, but you're trying to give them gifts and you think they don't feel love, or the kid tells you, you know, mom, I don't feel like we spend time together, like we do stuff together, or I don't feel like I don't feel loved, right? Or you might be, you know, people at work that they don't feel cared for because you might be giving them bonuses, but you're not actually listening to their needs, for example. Okay, so knowing that is very, very important, because you're going to know and understand what makes you feel loved and you feel that, and noticing also other ways where people are expressing the love to you, which is amazing, and you able to express it to them, and knowing and doing that. And so that's really, really cool and really, really key to know, to do. It's great for your kids to learn. It's great for you to learn, first of all, and master, and then teach your kids. And I think that's always the way to do it. We master something and then we teach our kids how to do it too, and they will also enjoy that. So hopefully that was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.